Live from Romema Arena, it's the U18 girls basketball semifinal between the United States and Australia. It's almost 1 p.m. here in Haifa, and we have an absolutely exciting matchup for you today. Alongside Logan Schijano, I'm Brian Barth. And Logan, we've been looking forward to this matchup for quite a long time, and now it's finally here, just a minute and 15 seconds away. What are you looking forward to most?
You know, Brian, this is what these girls have dreamt about when they come here to Israel. It's the semifinal matchup, a chance to get to that gold medal game. You know they're going to be excited to play today.
And one of those girls is Lexi Harris. What can we say about Lexi?
Yeah, Lexi's going to be our 76 Capital player to watch. 76 Capital shaping the future of sports. She's the tallest player on this USA squad, standing at 6'3", and she's been absolutely dominant thus far in the Maccabiah. Last 3 games averaging 23 points per game, nearly 10 rebounds per game, and she was a little bit of a late bloomer. She only started playing basketball in 8th grade, but now as a commit to the Washington University in St. Louis, she's going to be an absolute stud at the collegiate level.
And to talk a little bit more about the rest of the U18 girls basketball squad, we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Sam Ostry. Sam?
Thanks, guys. The U.S. played against Australia on Tuesday in a resounding 105-39 victory, but head coach Ellen Major says she still wants to see her team improve on the half-court defense end of the floor. This time around, she's stressing the importance of playing every minute like it's their last. If the U.S. wins today, they'd advance to the gold medal game on Sunday. So she's telling their team to enjoy the moment and play it like it's their last minute. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Sam. As our players shaking hands, getting ready for the start. And Logan, another player we've been looking at is Riley White. She scored about 39.9 points per game at the high school level. What can we look forward in seeing from her today as a huge scorer?
Yeah, Weiss, like you said, Brian, she is going to be someone we need to look out for today. She had 28 points in this team's game against Australia on Tuesday out of Hewlett, New York, and she's actually really interesting because she's just a rising junior in high school, but she's actually been on the varsity team in high school for 5 years. So started on that team in middle school. She's a 3-year captain, so really someone who can carry the load on offense. Going to be interesting to see how she plays with Harris today. They've been getting it done so far in this tournament for Maccabi USA.
Now, Maccabi USA comes into this matchup 4-0. Their last game was actually against Australia. They won that one 105-39. And they have not played a game since then, and they're looking to hopefully get the same result here in the semifinal. Lining up and getting ready. It'll be Lexi Harris and Zoe Alter for the tip. Ready to go. Lexi Harris wins it. Gets it right inside to start. Riley Weiss, 2 points, not even 3 seconds into this matchup. Green's going to take the ball up for Australia. Gets it back to Goodman. Beck Goodman sends it to Zoe Alter. Beaconsfield. Back out. The floater no good from Rosenberg. Taken by Harris.
Yeah, we talked about Harris's offense, but on defense, they're really altering the shot inside, towering over the Australian players.
Lizzie McGrath's got it on the left shoulder, gives it in to Harris, who floats it in. 4 points in 40 seconds for the Americans.
Yeah, we covered one of their games earlier this tournament, and Harris really just can get inside and just turn around back in so easily.
Beaconsfield's getting guarded up by Rachel Zaks. Coming inside now is Green. Misses. Rebound is Riley Weiss. Julia Miller gets it back to Harris. Over to Weiss. Takes the 3. Gets it to go. 7-0 run for United States. 8:45 in the first. Gets it out to Green. Australia's got it. There has a little bit of pressure there from Lexi Harris. Goodman back, and it's stolen by the United States, and they're going to get 2 more right there
Yeah, that's Naomi Wolf, Brian, and Coach Major talked about her and Lizzie McGrath as being some of the underrated players on the squad. Love how they run the fast break and get out in front.
Rebound here. Taking it up now is McGrath over to Weiss. Riley Weiss gets it back out. Lizzie McGrath, a long two. That's good. Nothing but the net. Australia gets it back. Just past 6 a.m. on the East Coast in the United States. We appreciate everybody watching from there. Rebound back to Riley Weiss. She is fouled by Green.
And I apologize, that was not Naomi Wolf, but nonetheless, someone who you're going to want to look out for coming off the bench, as Coach spoke high praise about her in our pregame production meeting.
Riley Weiss gives it back to Julia Miller. McGrath at the top of the key. Back to Weiss, looking to make something happen. Inside, Harris puts it up again, gets the foul. Shot won't go. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see how Maccabi USA runs their offense. Pretty much 4 women around the perimeter and Harris working down low. It's really because they don't really have anyone particularly of size besides Harris. So going to spread the floor, look to get open shots, and what Coach Major loves about her team is that they have a lot of sharpshooters. Anyone is capable of hitting a 3, she says, and that can make them really dangerous on offense.
Harris, her second shot goes in. 7.5. Substitution being made, Chagrin. Claudia Chagrin coming in for Australia. Taking it up now on the right side is Chagrin. Gets it over to Rosenberg. Puts it up. Won't get it to fall. It'll be tipped out by Chagrin. And America will get it coming back the other way.
If you're the U.S., this is the exact start you were looking for. Don't let Australia get any sort of confidence. You already dominated them last game. Already up 12-0 to start this one.
McGrath gives it back to Julia Miller. Julia Miller looking to make something happen. Gets it to go. Julia Miller, she made the first team as a first-year and a second-year student in Tampa, Florida. She's going into her senior year in high school. Australia kicks it out for Chagrin. Won't go. Rebound. McGrath. Inside, it's stolen by Zoe Alter, and it's going to be a foul. It'll be on Lexi Harris, her first.
You see a lot of substitutions here early for the U.S. A few too many fouls to get started here, but plenty of people on that bench. Going to get them into the game early.
14-0's our score here. 6.5 to play in the first. Inside for Alter. Alter out. Beaconsfield bobbles it. Harris gets it. A steal, but they're going to call a travel on Tali Faglin. The U.S. looking to extend their 14-0 run here in the first 4 minutes of this one. Raina Grunfeld, native of Chicago, Illinois. She's got it in the top of the key. Gets a pick from Harris. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and Harris can't catch the pass. Another little bit of slow action coming here from Australia, taking the ball up rather slowly. There's only 15 seconds. It's a 24-second shot clock, something that none of them are used to, as Grunfeld gets it on the fast break left side layup. But one of the biggest things in practice was practicing with this 24-second shot clock, something that almost none of them have ever played with before. Grunfeld gives it over. Harris will get fouled. It'll be Ava Wilson, her first. and Harris will get her 5th and 6th shots from the stripe.
Yeah, that was a really good possession for the United States. The last couple of times down the court, a little slow, a little lackadaisical, but there you saw they got the turnover, pushed the ball up the court, and found Harris inside going back to the line.
Harris, the second's good. She missed the first. Coming out now to Beck Goodman for Australia. Wilson back to Goodman on the right side. Passes it up to the top for Sarah Green. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They want a 3. They won't get it. That was Fagelin. Rebound was Wilson. Shot clock violation. They'll call off. It was a steal for Green, who will get the lay-in to fall.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate for the U.S. Looked like it could have been easily called a shot clock violation. They would have got the ball on the sideline, but not to be.
So the 17-0 run's ended by Australia's Sarah Green, and it's 17-2. The jumper coming now. No good for Levine. Harris gets it on the offensive board. Will get fouled yet again and go back to the line.
You see a little smile on the face of Lexi Harris there. There's no one on Australia who can really even come close to competing with her on the boards. As we mentioned in the pregame, just about 10 rebounds per game here in the Maccabiah. Already got quite a few to her name to start this one.
Lexi Harris from Marietta, Georgia. She's also going into her senior year. Averages 17.4 points a game and 10.5 rebounds. The only one on this United States roster that averages a double-double in high school. Floater, no good for Australia. That was Zara Rosenberg. Taking it up now is Sophie Levine, one of 2 Sophie Levines on this United States team. Levine, left side 3. That's good. Sophie Levine's into the points column early.
Yeah, and one is number 2, and the other one is number 20, Brian. So 2 Sophie Levines, and both have a 2 on their jersey.
No foul called there on Harris. It's going to be a block on Tali Fagelin. And here comes Levine again. It's tipped. Fagelin can't make the little bit of a steal there. So coming in now is Zaks. No good. They're going to call a foul. And she'll get to the line for 2 shots here with 3:39 to play.
Yeah, Brian, Zach's one of a few players on this squad out of the Chicago area, and it's interesting. Well, a lot of these players have never played together before. Zach's actually has played with Raina Grunfeld back in 2018 and 2019 during the JCC Maccabi, playing for the Chicago team. They won gold and silver respectively in those 2 years, so a little bit of familiarity with 2 Chicago natives on the court.
Another Chicago native, number 8, you'll see Mia Burton as well. She's also from the area, plays them in high school basketball as well. 19 is Goodman. It's going to be picked up by Zaks. Gets it over, and Julia Miller will start it for the United States. Over back to Rachel Zaks. Miller, long 3. No good. Rebound. Harris gets it on the offensive board. Second chance. Points won't go. Steal by Harris. Over to Naomi Wolf. United States with great ball movement here in the first. Zaks again. Coach has told us that she can really shoot the ball well. A 3 no good. Australia will take it back up the floor. Harris with the rebound on the miss from Zara Daron. Inside, what a pass by Raina Grunfeld.
Yeah, credit to Australia. I mean, they're doing not a bad job in the half court, but U.S. is just out-hustling them in transition and getting a lot of easy looks.
And that's Zoe Alter getting the long jumper to fall from the left side. 4 on the board now for Australia. Zaks looking to grab the ball there on the left shoulder. Gets it back to Miller. Here is Zaks. hesitation. It's just going to be a long 2 here. No good. Naomi Wolf can't get it to fall. And here comes Sarah Green. Already has 2 points on the day. Zoe Alter from the top. Long pass to Beck Goodman. Shot clock running down. No good. Rebounds Julia Miller. Inside Harris. Alter gets the steal. It's going to be a 1-on-2. And Miller snatches the ball.
A lot of lazy passing, Brian, that we've seen so far. A lot of steals, but then giving it right back on the offensive end for both teams.
Here's Wolf inside. Harris wants it again. They won't call the foul, but she'll get the dose. Almost a steal there from Zachs. Coming in now is Green, and she's got 4 points on the afternoon.
Yeah, nice move by Green to get inside. She was actually Australia's leading scorer in the game that they played against the U.S. on Tuesday, had 9 points for Maccabiah Australia.
Here is Rachel Zachs. Left side, tried to use the right hand on the left side of the glass. Couldn't get it to go. Here is Zara Rosenberg. For 3 is Sarah Green. Won't fall. Rebound Zachs.
It looks like Sarah Green might be a little bit hurt. She's grabbing her right shoulder as she walks up the court.
Grunfeld Miller, 3 won't go. Back over to Harris. Assist from Naomi Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, she's limping a little bit. She's going to go out of the game right now. Not sure if it's fatigue or what it might be, but lots of substitutions here for the U.S.
14.7 seconds to play in the first here in the U18 girls basketball semifinal. First of 2 games, the next one coming at 3 today. And then we'll have the first of 2 boys basketball semifinals coming up at 5 between the U.S. and Australia.
5 seconds on the game clock here in the first. U.S. look to go the length of the court and get a good shot before the end of the quarter.
Here is Sophie Levine. She'll get it up to Sophie Levine, who will miss it. I was trying to make sure that was correct. It was Sophie Levine to Sophie Levine, and shot will not go. 30-6 is our score.
Yeah, great opening quarter for the U.S., making a statement here early on against Australia.
We'll be right back. 30-6 is our score. America leads by 24. We appreciate all of our sponsors that have helped us with all of the Maccabi Media broadcasts, including 76 Capital, shaping the future of sports, as well as Campus Apartments. The student experience is built here, and Evolution Health Group, we have evolved. Australia will get it from the half court. Here is Ava Wilson. Rosenberg, pass to Chagrin. Inside, good ball movement starting for Australia. Picked up, interception from Harris. Zara Daron. Here's McGrath, gets it over to Sophie Levine. Sophie Levine with the steal from Zara Rosenberg, and that's two different ones. I'm going to have to keep reminding people. McGrath, Levine, Miller gets it back over. Harris trying to make something happen. 3 on the shot clock. Foul and the basket. Lexi Harris.
There's 4 girls right around her trying to contest that shot, Brian, and it doesn't matter one bit. Lexi Harris, just a beast inside.
6'3" from Marietta, Georgia. She's the only center on the team. And Coach told us last night that you get it into Lexi when she has an angle to finish, and she certainly did there, even though there were 4 defenders. 34-6 is the score, 1 minute into the second. Chagrin is fouled. Julia Miller. That's her first. She's got 2 points on the afternoon as well. A little bit of a jump there on the free throw. Gets it to fall.
This Australia team just 9 deep. So players going to be playing a lot of minutes, and there's a lot of games and not a lot of days here at the Maccabiah. So you wonder if some of them are a bit tired here as we get into the latter stages of this tournament.
Way too long of a pass there. Lizzie McGrath couldn't get it to fall. That was from Sophie Levine. Rosenberg inside, snatches the passes, Faglin. Back over to Rosenberg. Won't go, rebound. It'll be Naomi Wolf. Up the court is Raina Grunfeld. Out, and it's going to be a turnover for the United States. Pass from Raina Grunfeld, a little bit off target for Rachel Zaks.
Yeah, and still, this has just been a common trend in the early stages of this game, Brian. And especially, the opponent is not the caliber of who the United States might be facing on Sunday, and Israel potentially going up against them in the gold medal match. But you really need to clean up these turnovers that we've seen. Quite a few sloppy passes, coughing at the ball early on.
Grunfeld with the rebound, gets it up. That's going to be a foul, and Rachel Zaks will go to the line for 2. First one, nothing but nylon.
It's an interesting one. Usually they like to go for the nothing but net, but I like how you change it up there.
I already used that one.
Oh.
Almost a steal by Lizzie McGrath. She averages 3.5 per game. She's going into her junior year in Sandy Springs, Georgia. She also averages 14 points. Long pass out to Green. No foul is called. They're going to call it tipped off Green. And a lucky break there for the Americans as they're going to get the ball back on a really one-on-none almost fast break. $7:50 in the second. McGrath in. Zaks gets the pass from Wolf. Lay-in no good. Wolf almost with her second offensive rebound, and there it is, right there, using the strength. Kicks it out. McGrath, Grunfeld for 2. No good, another offensive rebound for Wolf. The 2 there won't go for Zaks. Another one for Wolf. Grunfeld, top of the key. No. They're going to reset with Sophie Levine. Wolf, Levine, Grunfeld, over. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Here is Zaks, out to Wolf. No good, wants another one. She'll get her 4th on this possession. And she is fouled.
What an effort by Naomi Wolf, Brian. I mean, her teammates love it. I mean, you just can't do anything but applaud that. countless offensive boards. You love the hustle, and Coach told us that this is what we could expect out of her, and she has lived up to the hype 100%.
Unfortunately, they're going to take the possession away. Naomi Wolf, after that fourth offensive rebound, did travel with the basketball. So Australia will get it back, and it will be a lot for no points for the United States. It's going to be a blocking foul here. They're going to call it on, I think they're going to call it on Rachel Zaks. Long pass into Alter. Won't go. Zaks gets it coming up the court. One-man press. One-woman press, I should say, for Claudia Chagrin. Three-pointer for Raina Grunfeld. Gets it to fall. Raina Grunfeld got 5 points.
Yeah, and with both Lexi Harris and Riley Weiss taking a little breather here at the start of the second, someone's going to have to pick up the scoring load, and Raina Grunfeld hitting a three right there.
Lizzie McGrath gets the defensive rebound, her third. Grunfeld won't take another three. Here is Wolf. Looking to make something happen. 2 seconds. Grunfeld again. Left side of the glass, lay in. She's got the last 5 for the United States. Inside Alter, trying to get 2 more. That falls. 41-10 is our score. 5:49 to play in the second. Only one Sophie Levine on the court. But she gives it to Wolf. Wolf can't get it to go. McGrath doesn't get the rebound. Sarah Green takes it away. And that's going to be stolen by Levine. Levine, 3-on-2. 3-on-3 now. Getting back is Australia. Grunfeld on the side. Back out Levine for 3. Yes!
And that fast break, it just materializes with so many players knowing exactly where they want to go on the court. Different players headed out to the three-point line, and there's just plenty of wide open looks for the U.S. here today.
And we're going to have a bit of a stoppage, a long, long time, almost 3 minutes of running play. Julia Miller takes it up for the United States, gets it out. Ma'ayan Zakim from Silver Spring, Maryland, gets it inside for Zaks, trying to make something happen with 4 Australians around her. Here is Chagrin, gets it out, Goodman. Goodman, Beaconsfield, back out, Chagrin. Green inside, Alter to Goodman for 3. No good, rebound Zakim. Almost a wide open layup for Miller. Gets it out. It won't matter. Lizzie McGrath gets the left side J to fall.
Yeah, that's that unselfishness that we see here with the U.S.
Incredible deflection there by Rachel Zaks.
And it's good to see quite a few U.S. bench players into the game now. Pretty much everyone on the roster has entered the game. Mia Burton also in as well, number 8 from Chicago.
And it's a little bit of a tie-up here, and they're going to call the possession arrow, which will be in favor of the United States. That was between Julia Miller and Misha Beaconsfield of Australia. Miller, Tampa, Florida. We said she made the first team as a first-year and second-year student in high school. Sophie Levine gets 2 more. She's got 4 on the day. Alter inside. What a pass from Sarah Green.
Yeah, an excellent cut by Alter to free herself up and get some space. She's definitely shown and asserted herself as being one of the best players on this Australian squad.
Top of the key, Levine. Inside Zakeem. Back to Levine. What a cut by Sophie Levine, and she's got two more. 50-12 is our score with 3 to play until the half. Back Alter. Uses the strength. Stolen. Rachel Zaks looking to make something happen. She's got Mia Burton. Back out. Julia Miller for 3. That's good. Julia Miller.
Yeah, Miller just looked around and said, is anyone going to guard me? If not, I'll just shoot it. And she did just that and nailed it.
Beaconsfield. Over. Alter for 2. No good. Rebound, Sophie Levine. Miller out to Zaks. 2 more for the United States.
Zaks really showing an ability to hit that mid-range jumper. Seemingly no hesitation from her in that 18 to 20 foot range.
Shot from Beaconsfield, recovered by Levine. Out is Burton, inside Zakeem, who's trying to make something happen in the right corner. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Here, 3-pointer. Rachel Zaks. Won't go. Rebound, Beck Goodman for Australia. Out of bounds, they're going to call a tip-off Ma'ayan Zakeem, and Australia will retain from about the 3-point arc.
And Harris back in now. Riley Weiss been on the bench most, if not all, of this entire second quarter. Same with Harris getting back into the action right about now.
Goodman gets it back out. Ava Wilson. Short time on the bench. The rebound from her jumper is Lexi Harris, who comes back into the game. Over. Here's the 3 for Burton. Or the long 2, excuse me. Won't go. Rebound. Harris. Back and getting it done inside on the boards is Lexi Harris. Here is Zakeem. Gets it out. It's going to be a long triple for Miller, and she doesn't care. 3 more. Julia Miller. She's got 3 threes on the afternoon. And they're gonna call it for Australia. It looked like it was their last touch, but they're...
Yeah, you take another look at that 3 from Miller. Just perfect release there from straight on.
Miller's heating up right now, and here is Goodman, who misses it for Australia. Harris, another rebound. 40 seconds to play here in the first half at Romema Arena in Haifa. Here is Sophie Levine. Out, the 3. Miller again. Can't get this one to go, but Levine gets an offensive rebound. Miller won't take it. Harris inside. Zakeem. What ball movement by the United States. 2 more for them at 60-12. 15 seconds. Shot clock is no more. 3-pointer for Alter. Won't good. 8 seconds. Here comes the United States. Zakeem to Miller. Miller's with 5 seconds. Over. What a great long pass to Harris. At the buzzer. Gets it to go. 2 more for the United States. And it's going to be 62-12. A 50-point lead for the Americans at the half as we take another look at this one.
Yeah, Lexi Harris knowing exactly how many seconds she has to work with. So smooth as she gets out on the break and really just showing her composure, not rushed whatsoever. A good look for her to close out the half.
All right, now with head coach Ellen Major, here is Sam Ostry. Sam.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Ellen Major. Coach, a resounding first half. You guys were dominant across the board. What was working in that first half?
We committed to playing really hard defense today and getting out and running and sharing the basketball, and the girls came out shooting the ball well and committed to the goals of the day.
Your group was really dominant on the glass. There was a sequence there. You had like 6 or 7 straight offensive rebounds. What's working on the offensive rebound?
Well, that's Naomi Wolf. She's a workhorse when it comes to defense and rebounding, and she just wanted the ball more than anybody else out there. And I thought on the defensive end, we're doing a nice job of boxing out.
And last question, what does your group need to do to finish out the second half and advance to the gold medal game on Sunday?
Well, we're playing for a medal today, so we're going to do everything we can to play as hard as we can, keep moving the ball, and making sure we get the best shots for the team possible.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sam. And Coach Major is right. They are playing for a medal today. They will get silver or gold with a win. We'll be back. It's halftime here. Score 62-12 in favor of Maccabi USA over Australia.
A special treat was in store for Israeli, American, and Canadian baseball players today as Israel World Baseball Classic head coach and former World Series champion Ian Kinsler hosted a mini clinic in Renana.
Answer questions that they have, try to have a conversation about the game, see if they can learn something. And really, when you have a short period of time like this with a baseball player, you just want to impact them in one way, whatever way that is. Just one thing that they can take from today that they can think about for the future and trying to get better at.
Well, all the athletes want the tips and trades of learning the game at the highest level. Kinsler's main focus for today, going back to the basics, the fundamentals.
We teach them something that's super simple that they never really thought of, and something that they can teach somebody else maybe, or something that can make them just a little bit more consistent. And it's really just about being consistent.
Well, look, it's always good to see American professional ball players, especially a star like Ian Kinsler, a nice Jewish boy, come over and lead Team Israel and participate teaching young kids here in Israel the game.
To just have fun and enjoy being out here. We're in a special place in Israel playing the sport we love, so I think that's really just the biggest part, just have fun and always learn, but just have fun out here.
An unforgettable hour for the athletes with one of the best Jewish baseball players of all time. Reporting from Renana, Evan Kamiko, Maccabi Media.
Using education and sport as a vehicle for peace between Arabs and Israelis. That's the mission of the Perez Center in Jaffa. The Maccabi USA Masters 45-plus men's soccer team and their children spent Friday learning about the way that soccer can change lives. They experienced firsthand the programming of the Perez Center and how it can break barriers, teach language, and bring different people together.
In the end, what I found was that we're all the same. You know, they may grow up in a different area, a different culture, speak a different language, but when they're on the soccer field, everyone's the same.
They played games like Schneek, Schnack, Schnook. I jumped in and encountered success, but while all good things must come to an end, the group was ready to move on to soccer activities. Now, each activity has a purpose, whether it's to teach language, create friendships, or build soccer skills. The bottom line is making peace and fostering friendships through sport.
To bring both sets of kids together and use soccer as the tool of peace is pretty incredible.
The Peres Center was founded in 1996 by Shimon Peres, the 8th Prime Minister of Israel. Last year, they engaged 2,000 youth from 26 Jewish and Arab communities. Their program approach can truly open minds and make a difference.
I think mostly being open-minded, like don't just have an opinion about someone without meeting them. Just meeting the other side and trying to play together can really change your perspective on people.
There was fun, there was growth, and there's a blueprint to impact lives moving forward. From the Peres Center in Jaffa, I'm Noam Watt, Maccabi Media.
Good morning, everybody. Zach Gershman, joined alongside by Griffin Epstein and Noah Freeman. The team's getting ready to go to the bus for the game. We are going to be bringing you... the organized blue-collar style. When he said he was recruiting his roster, that's what he was looking for in his players.
In your hometown of Jerusalem, 3 goals. How awesome is this?
Yeah, it's a dream, you know.
Go get him, folks. The Pregame body, I wanted to make sure you were here to say hello.
It's a party in the USA.
Yeah, baby, USA.
Yes, sir.
The fact that I'm Jewish, I feel more connected to the land itself. I think that's a really good aspect of Israel Connects.
Welcome to Tel Aviv, one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Shalosh, Shtayim, Echad.
It's the last of the people who witnessed the history of the birth of Israel. Really, these are the people who built the country. Not a trust stranger.
We're back here, 5 seconds. About to hear the horn. I know Charlie Goldberg really loves this horn, but they're not going to play it. And we take a look at the bracket. And we've got the next game coming up. It's probably going to be Israel in the final on Sunday, Logan. What have we seen? I mean, America already played Israel. What can we look forward to if that matchup does come to fruition?
Yeah, Israel playing Canada in the other semifinal later today. Close match between the U.S. and them early on, but we'll get more on that later, on that potential finals matchup. But looks like we're just about ready for second half action, Brian.
Rachel Zach's going to take it up to start. 10 minutes are on the clock. Zach's coming in. Quick 2. United States strikes first in the second half. Alter. On our right side now is Australia scoring. And it's going to be out of bounds, tapped out by Lexi Harris.
Yeah, that's good post defense by Lizzie McGrath. Not being too overly aggressive, just being patient there and getting the deflection out of bounds.
Another deflection there. Alter will start right back over from the right side underneath the basket. Inside Beaconsfield, out to Green. 4 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to be a quick reach by Lizzie McGrath.
Shot clock back up to 14 seconds now.
McGrath almost got another reach-in foul there. Ref almost halfway was blowing his whistle. Out to Alter for 3. No good. Rebound, Julia Miller. It's taken away, though. Rosenberg, her shot. Miller gets it this time for real and gets it over to Raina Grunfeld. She'll have a 3. No good. Rebound is Australia. Rosenberg inside. Good pass to Goodman. Lay-in won't go. Rebound is Julia Miller. She plays hot potato with Rachel Zaks, and they come up the floor. Miller, she's made some very long threes. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here is Zaks. Out long 2. Gets it to fall. Lizzie McGrath. She's got 6 points.
Yeah, it took the U.S. a long time to kind of set up their offense there, but really good job by Zaks finding an open McGrath from the baseline.
Miller off the Harris rebound, gets it over to Grunfeld. Lizzie McGrath has 8 points now in the afternoon, and she's got the ball commanding from the top of the key. That's going to be tipped out of bounds by Zara Rosenberg. 7 seconds on the shot clock, 8 minutes in the third. That is Rachel Zaks. She is a sharp shooter, but that's a great pass into Lexi Harris. Julia Miller, an incredible assist there. She averages only 1.5 assists back home in Tampa, Florida. But her team, she was the leading scorer as a first-year and second-year student, and that team went 23-5. Now heading into senior year, averaging 6 points per game, 1.6 steals as well. Here is Zaks out to Miller. Julia Miller gets it over. 3 from McGrath. Lizzie McGrath making it happen from inside and outside the arc.
And that puts McGrath in double digits today as Australia gets one to go.
Claudia Chagrin gets it to bank home off the right side of the backboard. Over. 3 maybe again for McGrath. Gets it inside, though. It'll be Harris. 2 quick, easy points. 73-14's the score.
That's 3 straight buckets off an assist from the U.S. Love how they're sharing the ball here, even with a big lead.
2 assists have been McGrath. McGrath has the other 3 points. Turnover for Australia. Miller will inbound to Grunfeld. 7 minutes to play in the third, 73-14. McGrath back out, Julia Miller on the right shoulder. Rachel Zaks inside. Grunfeld. Miller won't take the 3. She's guarded by Chagrin. Inside, another great pass to Harris. Harris gets it to bank home 2 more for the United States.
And this is the exact same start we saw in the first quarter with the U.S. Opening on a 12-0 run to begin that one. Already 10-2 run to start the third here.
Way overpassed there by Claudia Chagrin. The United States will take it back the other way. Again, the 24-second shot clock proving to be a definite difficulty for both sides, as they're not used to playing with it, as that's, tends to only be the NBA shot clock.
You can definitely see
3 for Miller now.
You can definitely see a lot of rush passes, and especially coming off the rebound when a lot of teams are looking to push the ball up the court to get their offense started. There's been quite a few turnovers right off that first pass.
Yeah, the turnovers, if they have been coming, have not been after developed plays. I certainly would agree with that. And here is Raina Grunfeld. Loses her dribble, gets it over to Zaks, takes it in. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Very apropos for right now. No good for Harris. Rebound, Alter. Australia takes it up. It's a 1-on-3 for Beaconsfield. She is fouled and the basket will fall. Momentum a little bit here in the third quarter for Australia as they get to 16 on the scoreboard. Miller. Here is Lizzie McGrath. Zach's got it, 5 seconds. McGrath for three. No. Excuse me, that was Julia Miller. Here is Zara Rosenberg. She's been taking it up at the point for Australia for most of the afternoon. Here is Beaconsfield. She throws it up. No good. Rebound is Alexi Harris coming in at 6'3". It's hard to steal one from her. Harris won't take the jumper. We'll give it out. Julia Miller, 9 seconds on the shot clock. She'll take a two. Won't go. Australia will come back the other way. Checking in now is Sophie Levine and Sophie Levine.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough last possession there, Brian. Difficult. U.S. having a difficult time figuring out their spacing. You had Harris inside along with Zach's. No one could really free themselves up for a shot on that last possession.
And here's Raina Grunfeld. Another steal for her. Left side. They won't call a foul, but she'll get two to go. She averages 2.3 steals in Chicago. She just finished her high school career. She averaged 14 points a game. And as you said, she was a 4-year varsity starter, 3-year captain, and played and won gold and silver in 18 and 19 at the Maccabi JCC games in Chicago.
Right, and Grunfeld also achieved that coveted 1,000-point mark in high school.
Three, blocked, no shot clock violation. Grunfeld picks it up. 77-16, a 61-point margin right now for the red, white, and blue. Inside, Harris guarded by Alter, but it's just a height differential. Another offensive rebound. Lexi Harris getting it done on the boards and getting it done in the points column. Chagrin, Alter, outside here. Just checked in was Ava Wilson. Foul is going to be called. It's going to be Sophie Levine. That's the one wearing 20 on her back. Ma'ayan Zakim comes in here for Raina Grunfeld, who gets a little bit fatigued going onto the bench. Wanted to play a little bit more. Two tipped off by Levine from Wilson. She'll take it up now for the United States. Over. Zakim won't take a three. She's guarded by Chagrin tightly. No foul called. Harris. Oh, almost a great cut by Sophie Levine wearing two. And there is a great lay-in. What a move by Rachel Zachs. She gets two more. America passes 80. Wilson, Chagrin. Bodies up. Sophie Levine gets it back, and then the foul. 3-point play, the old-fashioned way, possible here for Claudia Chagrin.
Yeah, Harris just 1 second too late there getting to the contest on Chagrin as she looks to convert Australia's second 3-point play of the third quarter.
Can't get it done. Lexi Harris looked on with very much. She looked very impressed by that 3-point play. Picks up the offensive rebound is Sophie Levine in 20, and she gets 2 more points to fall for Maccabi USA. Here is Chagrin over to Wilson for Australia. They are down by 65. And the U.S. won't take it. They'll wait for it to go out of bounds. So Levine will inbound to none other than Levine. Here is Rachel Zachs, back to Sophie Levine. Zakim at the point, guarded by Wilson. Sophie Levine for two. And she gets two, and that's the one with two on her jersey. Sophie Levine gets another basket for the United States. Here is, it's going to be Wilson. Doron couldn't hold on. What a pass and a great cut by Tali Faglin. 2 more for Australia.
Tali Faglin finding some room inside. She was Australia's leading rebounder in their last matchup against the United States with 8 boards. Been kind of shut down here today, but finally getting on the scorebooks.
And she is the one that they're having on Lexi Harris, and it's only a few inches for Lexi Harris right now. Is 2 for Levine, won't fall. Harris can't get the rebound. Instead, it'll be tipped to Sarah Green, their leading scorer. Sarah Green guarded by Rachel Zaks right now. Pass in. Sarah Green won't go. Harris with the rebound. Under 60 in the third quarter. 85-20. Advantage United States. Zakim guarded tightly by Chagrin. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Here is Zaks. Won't go. Rebound Australia. It's Faglin again.
Chance to go 2 for 1, but looks like Australia is going to try to get a quality look here to close out the quarter.
Can't get a 2 for 1 anymore. 8-second difference. Shot clock, game clock. Here is Chagrin. And it's going to be Harris with the steal. Baseball pass to Zaks, who will get the lay-in. 6 seconds and running. The game clock is running. 4 seconds for Australia. Here is Sarah Green. The half-court heave, no good. Rebound won't matter. And it's 87-20.
Another resounding offensive onslaught for the United States as they take a 67-point lead heading into the third quarter, Brian.
And at the end of the third quarter, our score is 87-20, and we take a little look down to the sideline. Sam Ostry.
U.S. faces, and those 2 teams played before. They played earlier this week when U.S. beat Israel 79-75. It was a really close game, and the thing about that Israel team is they play together all year round. While the U.S. hasn't had a lot of time together, they haven't had a lot of practice time, specifically here in Israel, so it should be another great game in that gold medal game on Sunday. Back to you guys.
Sam, thank you, and I think that if we're willing to call it now, which I'm reluctant, but the gold medal match on Sunday would be with probably Israel, who we'll see in the 3 o'clock hour right when we're done. We will not have that game. We will have the 5 o'clock game. But for right now, I'll take a break. End of 3. 67-point margin for Maccabi USA. We're back here, ready for the fourth quarter. 10 minutes are on the clock here at Romema Arena. The United States leads Australia 87-20. The 5 out on the court: McGrath, Harris, Grunfeld, Miller, and Mia Burton for the United States. And here we go for the fourth, Logan.
Yeah, Brian, just going back to what Sam was saying before we went to break, potential gold medal matchup with Israel. It was really interesting to hear Coach Major talk about Israel as Harris gets the lay-in. She said that the matchup they played earlier this tournament was one of the most physical, if not the most physical game she's ever been a part of as a coach or a player. So that just speaks to the talent and physicality and aggressiveness the Israeli team plays with.
Beaconsfield gets 2 there for Australia. Back to 67 is the margin. Here is Lizzie McGrath, the native of Sandy Springs, Georgia. She averages 4 rebounds a game back home. Grunfeld, offensive rebound, trying to get it to Harris. Green will take it away. Zoe Alter the other presence on the glass for Australia with Fagelin. Alter gets that right as we speak about it, and she'll get 2 more third chance points for Maccabi Australia. Lizzie McGrath trying to make something happen on Rosenberg. Grunfeld gives it off to Miller on the right side, guarded by Beaconsfield. Taken away. That is Sarah Green. Looking for 2 more. She won't get it. It'll be rebounded by Lexi Harris. Good pass over to Grunfeld. Gets the foul from Zara Daron, and will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, and even with a sizable margin here, Brian, I mean, that's great hustle on both ends. First, you've got Zax getting back to contest Green's layup, and then you got Mia Burton running the floor, finding a teammate in Grunfeld to get to the line.
$90 points now for America. Second one falls for Grunfeld. Australia takes it back up. Beaconsfield over. It's going to be Daron. Won't fall. Harris. Quick pass over to Miller, who will get it back. Won't take a 3. 8 minutes we're closing in on in the fourth quarter. 91-24 is our score in the semifinal matchup for the U18 girls competition at the Maccabiah. 2 points will not be for Lizzie McGrath, and Australia will take it back from our left to right. 2 steps, they're going to call that for Zara Rosenberg. And she'll get 2 more to fall for Australia.
May have gotten away with one there, but nonetheless, 26 points now for Australia.
Here is Mia Burton. Gives it off to Grunfeld. It's been Miller. Left side. Gets it. Sorry, right side. Gets it to go. Rattles it home for her now 9th and 10th points of the afternoon.
Yeah, and I've just been so impressed with Miller on the day. Just looks like this game, when we've seen a lot of turnovers and a lot of the game moving fast, looks like it's always just moving at a perfectly slow pace.
Back out to Miller. Miller gets another 3.
As she's just so calm and collected out there on the court and never hesitating to let one fly.
As Maccabi Israel walks into the building here, 6 minutes and 43 seconds until they're up. 2 won't fall there for Rosenberg. And here comes Lizzie McGrath. She's been great in this role as basically starting point guard for the United States over the course of the afternoon. Here is Miller inside Harris. Harris is double teamed, which leaves Burton with nobody on her. A little bit of a swipe from Beaconsfield. Won't go. And it'll be Alter who will take it up now for Australia.
Yeah, and we'd be remiss if we did not note that Riley Weiss has pretty much not played since the first quarter, Brian. Looks like she's okay, probably just getting rest before a gold medal game, but they really haven't needed her as so many people have stepped up today.
And we see Riley Weiss down there sitting with Coach Levy and Coach Major. They played together at Amherst. They're both 86 grads at Amherst College. Major still the leader in assists at Amherst. Levy was the first to 1,000 points. Here is Zakim. Ayan Zakim takes it up, passes it over to McGrath. 2 points, and that somehow gets over the rim. 2 more for Lizzie McGrath.
Yeah, and Coach Major been coaching high school basketball and lacrosse for 30 years now. She just retired from teaching. She taught math for decades and was an assistant principal the last couple years, but she might continue her coaching career, unclear yet, but she's in the Hudson Valley Hall of Fame for a lacrosse coach. So just an incredible job and a multi-sport coach. Coach Major.
Rachel Zaks gets her first points of the fourth quarter. She gets a left side lane to fall as they're testing the scoreboards. 3 digits. All the lights are working on the scoreboard. 8 seconds. 2 for Wilson. Won't go. Levine will let it go, and she'll inbound it to Sophie Levine. So I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, but the inbound from Sophie Levine to Sophie Levine's now at least a count of 5 times today.
Well, there's no stat for the Levine connection, Brian, but maybe you keep track of it and report back at the end of the game. We'll see how many times
I will.
They share the ball.
I promise. It will be on MaccabieUSA.com later this evening. Here is Beaconsfeld. She gets a floater. And they're going to be timeout on the floor. Ellen Major wants a little bit of a stoppage. Here, 4:21 to play, 102 to 28.
Yeah, I think this is our first timeout that we've seen
in
all
the second
game.
half, or in the whole game, yeah.
Yeah, just maybe a time for Coach Major to drop a few things, want to play these last 4 minutes strong, work on a few things in the final stages of this one.
Sam wants to know who
So we're going to now meet the coach, as we were just alluding to, Ellen Major. She played at Amherst. She's an 86 grad. She's still 4th in steals and the leader in assists for Amherst to this day. She's a Hudson Valley Lacrosse Hall of Fame member from 2014, and she's coached basketball and lacrosse, as Logan was alluding to, in Westchester County for over 30 years. Her assistant coach, Deb Levy, is the first to 1,000 points at Amherst College, and they played together on that 86 Amherst College team as we're getting set to pick up the action here. Just over 4 to play. Now, Logan, it was a 79 to 75 for the U.S. and Israel the first time around. What can we look from the second time around if Israel gets it done?
You know, Brian, I think that the biggest thing for me, as we've talked a little bit about, is just cleaning up things on the offense as Rosenberg gets one to go. Cleaning up things, staying calm. Obviously, it's going to be another physical, intense game as Zaks gets a 3 to go.
Zaks with another. That's her second 3.
But the ball movement today has really caught my eye, and I think they've just had so many open looks today against Australia.
Here is Burton.
Sam.
Back out. Wilson for 3. Still looking. Wilson again. The 3 won't go. Gets her own offensive rebound. It'll be foul.
Yeah.
As Julia Miller and Raina Grunfeld will check back in for Sophie Levine and Rachel Zaks in white.
Yeah, this is all we see for Zaks on the day.
Sophie Levine.
Great effort by her.
2 points. Won't come about for Australia. Here is the last Sophie Levine standing. The 1 and 20. Zakim out on the top, guarded by Chagrin. Out to Burton. 2 points.
Sam disagrees with
Won't happen. And here is Australia coming up by Beck Goodman.
10 points and 30 has 26.
Inside, Faglin. Won't get it. Rebound, Julia Miller. Ma'ayan Zakim gets it back. Miller won't shoot the 3. It's tipped by Chagrin. Back over to Miller. Levine. Miller had the 3 again. Won't take it. Here's a long 2 from Grunfeld. Won't go. Rebound is going to be Claudia Chagrin for Australia. Here is Julia Miller. And a three falls. Ma'ayan Zakim as 2 minutes passes by here in the fourth quarter. 110-30. An 80-point lead now for the United States. Here is Burton on the defensive board. Gets it back, and Sophie Levine will take it up for the United States. Here is Raina Grunfeld over to Zakim. Miller back to Levine. A good cut from Burton. 2 won't go.
Just made his day, Simon.
Here is Miller. Zakim over to Grunfeld. Long pass. 7 seconds on the shot clock for Sophie Levine on the left shoulder. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Here is Burton. Tip. They're going to let him play on as there's under a minute to go. Beck Goodman takes it up. And I'm really looking forward for this next one. We're going to see who the United States is going to get to play as Alter gets foul in the basket. Zoe Alter. That's her second and one of the afternoon. But with 50 seconds, now 43 seconds to play, Logan, what are you looking forward to most about the guys matchup, which we'll have right here with Maccabi Media coming up later today?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny that they're also taking on Australia, Brian, but that team is really explosive, can put up a bunch of highlight reel plays, so it'll be an entertaining one for sure. You're not going to want to miss it.
Spoke with head coach, assistant coach Matt Elkin and Matt Malk this morning. They're very excited for this one, and they can't wait to get into the action. 5 o'clock Israel time. 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Miller for 3 again. Won't go. The converted and one by Alter gets them to 33 points for Australia. A lot of steals.
A lot of steps, too, right there.
Okay, then. 7 seconds to go, and they're going to dribble it out. This is Sophie Levine. 2 seconds, and the United States is going to the gold medal final here at the Maccabiah.
Excellent all-around effort today by the United States. Multiple players in double digits. They really got it done on all levels today.
And as they shake hands, here the final score, 110-33. Miller and McGrath with 13 points. Grunfeld with 11.
Harris also in double digits. Can't forget her as well, Brian.
And speaking of Lexi Harris, she is today's Player of the Game, presented by Campus Apartments. Player of the Game is brought to you by Campus Apartments. Campus Apartments, the student experience is built here. And so we're waiting. Sam is down on the sidelines. She's about to have a talk with Julia Miller. Lexi Harris. Lexi Harris is coming over.
Yeah, and Brian, there's just so many good things that we saw from this USA squad today. Unselfishness was at another level. It seems like this team has really been meshing well, and from what I saw today, they're going to be really, really tough to beat on Sunday.
And here with the Player of the Game, Lexi Harris, is Sam Ostry. Sam.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the Player of the Game, Lexi Harris. Lexi, you guys had a lot of success out there, specifically in the paint. What was working today?
Just rebounding and boxing out and just focusing on the shots, looking at the rim before you shoot it.
You guys got out to a really fast start with a lot of energy. What was sparking that?
We get hyped before. We are mentally prepared and physically prepared for this game in warm-ups. You can see us talking a lot and just focusing up, so we're ready before the game has even started.
As you look ahead to the gold medal game, it'll likely be against Israel. We don't know exactly. You narrowly escaped Israel in the game earlier this week. What do you have to do to play better against Israel this time around?
Play hard and play defense. We've been working on a lot of defense, and we have some tricks up our sleeves, and just play hard, play together, play as a team.
Thanks, Lexi. Congrats.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Sam, thank you very much. Logan, we're looking on now. The U18 girls basketball squad gets into the gold medal final, and what a performance they put on today, winning by 77 over Australia.
Yeah, Brian, I mean, a lot of still, there's things to improve upon. Definitely can shore up the, securing the rebounds, not limiting the silly turnovers, right off the change of possession. But, I mean, that's just nitpicky at this point, Brian, because we just saw utter dominance from this United States squad on all levels, from outside, from inside, on the boards, and they're just a really fun team to watch.
And that's right. And we appreciate everybody who's been watching this broadcast. We've got a lot of people here from our team working in Romeva Arena. But for graphics producer Charlie Goldberg and executive producer Simon Rosenwasser, and of course Sam Ostry and Logan Schijano, I'm Brian Barth saying so long from Haifa. We'll see you back here 5 p.m. for the U18 boys semifinal versus Australia.